Welcome to the Deliciously Nothing Show. I'm Mel Fascist Pig.
I'm Dr. Flamboyant.
And I'm Reverend Muffington, and we've got a full house tonight, but right now we have Reptilian with motherfucking Ultranaut.
Yeah!
To you, deep out, give you my time, siphon, dealer. And I left you behind, but you won't leave my mind. Pretend you don't care, you look at me. Choose not to say the truth. I knew I'm here where you change your mind on what you find in me. Decide my mind, oh mine. And I left you behind, but you won't leave my mind. It is not fair.
How long you guys been together?
Well, about a year and a half now.
Right on.
Somewhere around
You guys getting along together?
there. We hate each other.
All right. All right.
Right
Right answer.
Reminding me. Shut
What?
the fuck up.
What's your next gig coming up?
We're playing at the Basement on Tuesday the 30th.
You
It's a
guys
free all ages show, so come out.
support these guys.
All right. Man, I'm still getting used to the new camera angles.
Right there, sir.
Yes, I know. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first comedian of the evening, welcome, Brett Montgomery.
Hey, Brett.
Believe it or not, this is not the first time I got the clap from Dr. Flamboyant over here.
Is
Not
the
just a clever name.
there we are.
Here we are. Speaking of clap, can we get some applause for everybody that showed up tonight? Hold the line up. Got Reptilian over here. Got Ronit, Will, a lot of cool people. First things first. I'm digging this setup. The curtain gives me shower room vibes. And this camera rig's built for John fucking Hickok. Might as well be hanging from the ceiling like Tojo. Alright, out of the way. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
Hell yeah. I'm not doing too shabby myself. Matter of fact, just last week, I hooked up with a girl at a funeral. Talk about morning sex. Am I right? No, but she was a fat lady though, so I mean I knew ultimately it wasn't gonna work out. Or rather, she wasn't going to. If you hook up with a fat girl and she doesn't let you get off, is that called butterballs? Nah, never mind, it's neither here nor there. Off topic. And besides, her weight wasn't even the weird part about it. The weird part was her height. I mean, she couldn't have been more than 4 feet tall. We're talking certified midget by any standards. So that was kind of a low blow. But hey, at least her sex life's looking up. If the Headless Horseman got his dick sucked, could he still keep the name? Asking for a friend. Alright. So I'm a pretty quirky guy. I'm sure a lot of you have been able to figure that one out by now. Pretty quirky fella. I got some quirky friends too, believe me. Sometimes we'll all sit around each other and quirk will jerk. No, but on a more serious note, I jack off way too much. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Jack off way too much. I'm starting to see all the negative effects from it too, you know, the sore joints, the dry, itchy hands, scabs. And so last week I decided I had enough. I decided to quit cold turkey. But to tell you the truth, I started right back up again 2 days later. I just wasn't feeling myself, you know what I mean? They got that new study out now anyway. Doctors are actually saying this, that if you're not jacking off, or even if you're not jacking off enough, that the shit will build up and back up right into your head, making you go batshit insane. I think that's where the term going nuts comes from. Fun fact. If you walk in on a priest just beating his meat, having the time of his life, would that be called crucifixion or pasturbation? What do you think, Reverend?
Masturbation.
But, alright, I got a couple more jokes here. But due to the setup, I feel it's more appropriate for me to say this next one directly to the camera as opposed to you guys. As, you know, it's not really for this side of the room, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, think about this. How about this? A little hypothetical for you. Maybe our dicks aren't too small. How about this? Maybe your pussies are just too deep. You ever think about that? No, of course not. You never think about anything except yourselves. Alright, if you didn't like that one, this last one's going to be real hard to hear. Alright, that's my time.
Alright, man.
Swear to God, the mic was sweaty beforehand.
Come on over.
All right, how long have you been doing comedy, man?
It's like my 4th time doing anything.
No shit. Right on. You've got good spirit, man. Definitely for sure.
Fucking A, man. Absolutely.
What was your influence to get into comedy?
I don't know. Just like during COVID, I just kind of got caught up watching a lot of those like videos, a lot of the Norm Macdonald stuff, a lot of the Rodney Dangerfield stuff, just a lot of, you know, dumb dad jokes, you know, stuff, the barbecue grill. But I don't know. I just started writing maybe a year ago, and I just started doing stuff a couple weeks back.
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
Well, you got a good start, man. I mean, definitely, you know, keep at it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you got any upcoming gigs coming up?
Not quite. Playing the Coliseum in a couple years. Probably Tonight Show. No, but like, no, I usually just do the open mic at Third Coast on Mondays.
Okay.
I haven't really been anywhere else yet. I mean, I've only done it like, a couple times.
Well,
There's a bunch of open
there's
mics.
Monty Hick does a couple of shows through the month, so definitely check out Monty.
Yeah, I'll check
contact
that out.
him.
I've seen him before a couple times. He's not bad at all.
Yeah, he does. I think at the Rusty
He
Nail.
does,
and
yeah,
the
he
Red
does
Line.
old dad jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monty's a trip. All right, so let's go ahead and our next song of the evening is Flesh Cutters, motherfucking Reptilian.
And left to rot the bone. Cuts, shears, and festery alone. Back again to face the punishment. Back again from temporary death. Disease is when you spread. Tear the veins and ligaments to shreds. No escape until the debt is paid. No escape until the end of days.
Thank you.
All right. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, our second comedian of the evening, motherfucking Will Isenberg, all the way from Wisconsin. Woo!
Go Badgers!
How's it going, everybody? How's it going? This is fantastic. I love to be here. I like how we have the AC, and yet it's still colder outside than it is inside. This is amazing. Oh, cool. Now I can hear the applause. This is fantastic. Welcome to the South. This is fantastic. Give it up for your band. They play very hard. Give it up for your band. Amazing. Give it up for everyone here. I'm really excited to be here. Let's do some jokes. Should we do some jokes? Should we tell some jokes? Yeah. Don't you guys hate it? Don't you guys hate it when you're down to your last 2 pair of clean underwear and you're like, great, now I gotta do laundry in 8 days. Anyone? Just me? Just me? Yeah. let's do a little sing-along, right? We do the little sing-alongs. We're all musicians here. We do a little sing-along. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you have anxiety and you know it, spin your fidget spinners. If you have ADHD, so I've been dating now, and I feel like that's pretty going pretty well. No, going back to the anxiety thing. Sometimes I worry that I'm making people angry, that I'm making people upset. I'll be like, did I make you mad? Then okay, but are you mad now? Are you upset with me? Is all this talking making you angry? Please, Your Honor, just tell me if you're mad at me. Yeah, that's really fun. Someone called me a man the other day for the first time in my life. Yeah, really. I'm no longer a young boy or a little boy, a young man. Just called me a man. That's pretty cool. And so all the terminology is different now. Like, I don't eat boysenberries, I eat mansenberries. I don't boycott SeaWorld. I can't afford to go there. So that's pretty fun. The other day, my girlfriend was ugly crying. Yeah, we heard of that, ugly crying? Let's be honest, fellows. We prefer it when she sexy cries, am I right? I'm pretty sure the term ugly crying was invented by a man, right? It's like, look, I know that your emotions are pushing you to the absolute limit, and you can't control the liquid coming out of your eyes. But can you cry in a way that's hot for me? Can you have your panic attack in a way that's sexy for me? Yeah, I think there's a double standard for crying between men and women, right? Like if a woman cries in public, people are on her side, right? Like, oh my goodness, you're all right, can I just, here's a tissue, you cry on my shoulder, I'll give you red wine, I'll give you dark chocolate, I'm here for you. If I cry in public, it's because a woman pepper sprayed me. Yeah, that's a go. I would like to clarify, I am very pro-woman. I think you all should be legalized. Maybe decriminalized, I don't know. No. I'm not too political, I'm not like on one side or the other, I'm kind of in the middle. Like fiscally, I'm broke, socially, I'm awkward. Yeah. I do think that our national healthcare system should be funded by the rich and tested on the poor. Huh?
Hey.
Yeah. My mom is really political. My mom is super political. During the Trump administration, pretty much every day she would text me and she would say, Trump's tweet today was the most racist thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And that always bothered me because it meant she wasn't listening to my podcast. No, I do want to get this out. Like, I don't care if you're liberal or you're conservative. I want you all to know that I do not read the articles you post on Facebook. I think they're all dumb. I don't read them. Never read them. I always comment on them though. Always leave a comment, and I always write the same thing. I always write, looking through this comment section. Pretty obvious you didn't read the article. Yeah, it's always the top comments every single time. A lot of comics ask me, how do you joke about politics? What's the secret? And the secret is easy. It's just know your audience, right? Like if I'm in front of conservatives, I'll make fun of liberals. If I'm in front of liberals, I'll make fun of white liberals. I always love that. I was watching this movie. It was Stephen King's It. You heard about that? It's about the evil clown that murders children, Ronald McDonald. You guys heard about this? Yeah, no, it's about a monster that takes the shape of your worst fear. And I feel like for kids that makes sense. You have the Dracula, the Wolfman, the Mummy, all that stuff. But I don't think it makes that much sense for an adult. Like what, I'm going to be strangled by responsibilities? I'm going to be dragged into the sewer by commitment? Yeah, this is going fantastic. This is going amazing. I love this all. I'm gonna get on to this last bit here. My girlfriend and I, we always argue about what TV to watch. Because I always want to watch a nice cooking show. But she always wants to watch true crime. So we got to compromise with Hannibal. You know what I'm talking about. All right, I've been Will Eisenberg. Thank you very much.
All right, come have a seat with us.
We're taking a shot.
No, thank you, but I'll sit. Yeah.
But he will sit.
He will sit.
He will sit.
So tell us about the comedy scene in Wisconsin.
Yeah, so I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, and it's a really fun scene. We have a fantastic club, and everyone who travels and comes through says that the club is one of the best in the country. So yeah, we have a really good reputation.
They have
And
just one club?
We have one club. It's called Comedy on State.
Okay.
It's on State Street, so it's named after the location. And then we have about one open mic a night on average, so 7 throughout the week, which is a lot smaller than in Nashville, but we only have 200,000 people. So per capita, I think we have like the most comedy per capita in the whole country.
I went there probably about 30 years ago.
Oh, wow,
and there was
yeah.
like nothing but like breweries and biker bars.
Yeah, so a lot of the shows we do are at breweries, and it's great because every brewery wants to have some sort of thing to get people in the door.
Yeah.
And so a lot of comics, even comics who've only been doing it for a year or so, they'll find a brewery that has nothing on, they'll set up a monthly or bi-monthly showcase there. And yeah, it's a great way for newer comics to get stage time and for advanced comics to just, pad out their credits.
So what the fuck do you do when it gets like 2 foot of snow up there, man? Like,
Drink.
I mean, that's it? Jerk off and drink?
Well, not the drinking so much, but we have snowplows and stuff. We've learned to adapt. Like all humans, we adapt to the
I mean,
environment.
like boring-wise. Like it'd be miserable to me. You know what I mean? Like,
So the breweries and the bars are a big thing, so everything's walking distance, especially downtown. So people are always packed into the bars, especially in the wintertime and Christmas time. But there's also a bunch of outdoor activities too. So the lakes are frozen over, and so people will be driving out there. There'll be ice fishing, ice drinking, taking their dog sleds out there, kite surfing, but on the skis or the snowboards. So yeah, there's a bunch of outdoor activities to do in the winter as well.
so I bet like there's no comedy going on when the Packers are playing, though, right?
Oh yeah, every new comic who tries to set up their own show learns that the hard way. It's a Sunday afternoon show, and then no one comes.
That's what I was going to ask. Is like, I know you're not a sports fan, but if you were to make an anti-Packers joke on stage, I'm pretty sure I hate
Oh yeah.
I might just toss you out.
Yeah, the Packers are a very big deal up there, but I personally don't watch sports that much myself. But it is a very big cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheeseheads, man.
Cheese.
Dr. Flamboyant, do you have a question for us, sir?
I can probably have a question for him.
Get this night started.
All right, Wisconsin man.
Let's do a shot. Everyone do a shot?
Have you ever farted on the first date?
On the first date, no. I usually save that to the third date.
Third date.
Yeah.
So you like awkwardly find a way to go away. Like, I gotta go check something real quick. And go.
Oh yeah, it's like, I'm gonna go watch the Packers game real quick.
Have you ever farted on stage?
On stage, yeah, but not into the microphone. I just let it slowly waft through the whole audience. And then I find someone in the front row was like, was that you? And then since I'm the one with the microphone, he can't deny it.
So they couldn't hear.
You crop dust some motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, they
You
can't
must
do it.
have some anal dexterity.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get a better question.
A better
It's
question.
all about voice modulation,
Gotcha.
Hope our fans ain't disappointed they don't get nut shots this
I hope
week.
you approve of this question. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be?
Lord Voldemort.
That was quick.
Yeah.
That was quick. You thought about this.
Around the room, anybody just holler it out.
Gandalf.
Gandalf's
Gandalf.
Taylor Swift.
There she is.
Dr. Phil.
Dr.
No,
Phil.
I'm sorry. Take two. If I could be any fictional character, who would I be? The murderer of Jeffrey Epstein. No, wait a minute.
Oh.
Ah.
Anybody else want to be? Anybody else?
The
I
dude.
want to be anybody
You want to be
else.
the dude?
The dude.
Gumby.
Gumby.
Gumby?
That's pretty good.
What about Blevins? What would you want to be?
Like someone younger for sure. That's my only criteria. Pick any of them.
What about what
Like
about you,
23
Tegan?
Like 23 years old, no body age.
Just random
Yeah.
23-year-old.
Yeah.
All right, Tegan.
Someone rich. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm blanking on every fictional character I know. that's ever existed. All I can think of is Kirby.
The fictional character's rich.
Kirby, like the pink thing?
Yeah.
There's Richie Rich. There's Lex Luthor. There's a bunch of rich people. Scrooge McDuck.
Batman favorite. I don't want to be Scrooge McDuck.
You
know,
could dive into
for
the golden
office.
coins. You can swim through the.
I'll be Kirby. I'd be Fozzie Bear, the best character.
Ah,
there you go.
There you go.
Waka waka.
Buttercup from the Powerpuff.
Oh,
Really?
Why did I think of that one? I know, that's like a cute, sexy one. You know what I mean?
Well, fuck, I'm going with The Rock, man. Yeah, dude, might as well.
He always gets a little homoerotic when he drinks.
No, I guess I'd like to be The Rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing Rise, motherfucking Reptilian.
to win. Existence is telling me my life is in right here. All they will remember me as I drop my blade. Sorrow surrounds me with every passing moment. My soul is lost inside the darkness that awaits me. All they will remember is what we build atop your bones. Fires in the distance, burning cold in the night. Extinguish all resistance as tears blind my eyes. Death is raining from above and shelter hides away. I can't remember what I've done, and it's this final breath to take.
Thank you.
All right.
You guys are fucking bringing it tonight, man.
So, where'd you get Reptilian from? What's the band name from?
Well, originally, the other guys wanted the band to be called Lizard People, and I was the only I vetoed that name, and then someone was like, well, what about Reptilian? I was like, I can fuck get behind that one.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay.
So, what do y'all think about the lizard people?
I believe in them. They're out there. They're among us. Who's to say we're not?
All right, feed the fire after the show. Got it.
It's fun until you're like, wait a minute, everyone that people say is a lizard person is Jewish. How does that work out? And then you realize, oh, scales means yarmulke. Whoa! It becomes like, oh, the reptilians are running the world. Like, man, shut the fuck up, dude.
So, reptilians are running the world?
I didn't say they weren't. I said shut the fuck up.
So, all right, so do you believe like there's like different classes of aliens?
It's,
Like there's Greys, Reptilians, the Nordics.
There's billions of galaxies, and we're not the only ones. And God Himself is obviously something else in the universe. I mean, there's always something else. It's something created us, something created everything. You know?
Yeah, maybe. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian for the evening. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Motherfucking returning champ, Tegan Stewart.
So first of all, you've all stolen all of my material. I have nothing left to say. That was all of it. Yeah, the last time I was here was 2 years ago, and it was as a musician. I actually moved to Nashville for music, which is how you know I'm achieving all of my wildest hopes and dreams right now, because I started stand-up. No, it's been really fun though. There's been a lot of learning curves between music and stand-up that I didn't know. Like in stand-up, if things aren't going well and your audience doesn't like it, you can just blame the audience. I didn't know you could do that. All these guys at open mics, like they're bombing and they're like, well, fuck you guys. Fuck you. I didn't know. I've been performing for my entire life, and I didn't know that was an option. I just didn't know I could have been doing that this whole time. Like, I think we got to bring that into music. I think we got to translate that over. Like, I want to see a guy playing at the farmer's market, you know, and he finishes up and no one really claps, and he's like, what? Fuck you guys, you're like wagon wheel? Fuck you! By the way, my name's Craig. Please Venmo and follow me at Craig Music. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. I think we gotta bring those together. But my parents were really supportive when I first moved to Nashville for music, and they got a little bit less supportive when I started comedy. And I get that, you know, because it's one thing to have unpaid student loans because you're playing like a writer's round, but it's another thing to have unpaid student loans because you're telling a shed full of strangers, you wish you would have sat on your ex's face to suffocate him. Because it would have been the perfect crime, because no one would have believed that that man's cause of death was drowning in pussy. Absolutely not. He was a Discord administrator. No. I don't think so. So yeah, so I understand, but I'm 7 years clean. Give it up for that. It is from Catholicism, though. Yeah, that heavenly host has not touched these lips, okay? Easter was a little relapse. It's fine. I didn't know I was still in recovery from Catholicism. I went to Catholic school for 12 years, go to Mass twice a week when you're doing that. I didn't know I was still in it till I got on TikTok. Because, you know, TikTok knows more about you than you know about yourself. Unfortunately, like I was on the app getting ready to like see interior design and thirst traps, and all I'm getting is 5 reasons I still cry after sex. Not cool, TikTok, not cool. And by the way, what is the third reason? Because I really need to get to the bottom of this. What is the third reason? But I'm on hashtag religious trauma. Didn't mean to get there. Didn't know how I got there. I was like, trauma's a strong word. I think we're throwing that around. I don't think I have religious trauma. Yes, I wore an ugly-ass uniform every day for 12 years, but that's not trauma, okay? I had a nun thump me on the back for not opening my milk carton fast enough, but that's not trauma.
Oh my God.
I signed a card in 8th grade pledging my sexual purity to my future husband, and that's... maybe that one. Maybe that one is trauma. Now that I'm saying it, I think that one is... yeah, so... it's weird when people think I'm fun for this background now that you've gotten a little bit of this. Like, I forget that I look like I'm so fun. I forget that. Like, I look like the girl who begs the security guard for mystery ecstasy at Bonnaroo. And that's what I look like, and I don't register. Like, I don't look like the girl who actually knows the Immaculate Conception feast day is on December 8th, and it's about Mary, not Jesus. Check yourself. You don't know that I look like that. But I do, and that throws me because I just forget. Like a girl the other day asked if anyone had ibuprofen. I said I do, and I reached in my purse and I carry this little button bag everywhere around with me that always has Tums and ibuprofen. And I got one out, and the bag's a little chalky, and she looked at that and she went, "Is that for for cocaine? And I said, oh, you think I'm cool? No, bitch. This is my emergency Tums. No. So I forget that, but I think that's a good segue into like, is anyone dating? Is anyone actively? Yeah? I'll pick on you. How long have you guys been together?
6 years.
Okay. All right. So you know too much. You're long enough to know too much. Yeah. Okay. I'm dating the guy I'm with right now for 4 months. I don't know this fucking man at all. I do not know this man. None of this is real. None of this is real. I don't know him yet. Like, I have never had to take a shit and then come out of the bathroom and act like I didn't just do that. Like, I've never had to do that. You do that probably every day. And you don't care anymore. You don't have to pretend. You asked, like, if you, I don't know why I'm tagging on this, but you asked if he, like, farted on the first date. I, like, thought about my answer to that, and I was like, I definitely did, but silently, obviously. Nobody knew. Polite. Women are polite, okay? We're always burping and farting. It's just cute. Just in a cute way. Oh, and on this, I'm happy in my relationship, which is nice, because right before that, I was just at my most jaded. Like, I was starting to feel how you feel when you were 12 and started growing out of playing with dolls. You know, like the amount of imagination it takes to keep this one-sided conversation going is just too much for me. Like, I sit back on my heels after being on my knees 20 minutes just like, what am I doing? And that's my set for you guys.
All right. Welcome back. Would you like a shot?
I would not. I'm sorry.
All right, no problem.
You don't have to. Your whiskey.
That's all right. I would like a shot.
I would like a shot.
Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers to kill
So-
the man with vagina.
All right. So, have you really thought about that?
Yeah. One
think you could
time.
go through it?
One time with just the one guy.
Just really drown a motherfucker with your vagina. You
Yeah.
really think you could go through? You could actually go through with it. No guilty conscience.
It's
whatsoever.
okay. Is he gonna squirm that much or is he not? That's a big deciding factor.
I mean,
Exactly. It depends on what that guy.
So a manly man just takes his diff in honor and doesn't
Yeah.
move?
If it's starting to look tragic,
That goes, yeah.
then I would. If he's starting to look like a starfish out of water, then I would.
Well, I mean,
Then I'd
Finish
feel
the
weird.
job.
I
About it.
watched this like true crime thing the other day where this girl claimed that she hooked up with this dude for 26 days, and then she claimed that one day in a Walmart parking lot, this man said, "I don't want to live anymore," and that she just kind of was like, "So you want me to strangle you?" Because that's the most efficient and quick way to fucking kill somebody.
Also, he didn't ask her to do it. That's what
she said.
She did volunteer.
Yeah.
She did
But he
volunteer.
didn't ask.
really liked
Well, I
him.
mean, she was just saying it like he came up to me and said he was depressed, and I was like, well, I know a quick way to take care of that.
Wow.
I think you're supposed to help them.
I think so. I think you're supposed to help him, not kill them.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Come with me. We go drop him off with the
We're
dudes
gonna
with the
go
butterfly
into the
nets.
Walmart parking lot and just set this up.
The worst thing about that documentary is that this chick is now best friends with the parents.
Of the son.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't know you knew.
She must be really manipulative.
This is for like a real thing. Like, no, I mean, I just saw this and like, there's a point where you have to turn this shit off because it's just too fucking
It's eating
ridiculous.
your brain.
Well, it's just like, yeah, some shit you shouldn't
boggling.
watch anyway. But it's because like when the parents were all on board, like being her best friend and like going to court for her.
That's why he was
She
depressed.
killed your son.
Yeah,
Parents are fucked up. That's why he
You're
was
not gonna-
depressed in the first
If
place.
some chick kills my son, I'm not gonna be friends with her.
You would hunt it down.
Listen to
Yeah.
that,
And-
ladies. Yeah. He's not gonna take it.
I'm not taking it. I'm not falling for it.
Hey, he asked for
Dr. Flamboyant, do you have a question
I
for
hope
the
so.
table? I hope you do too.
Do you think that you could survive the zombie apocalypse?
My instinct is to say no, but I have to think about it.
Why do you doubt that?
Because I'm not built for sports. Okay, if an object is coming at me, it will hit me. I will not catch it. I will not dodge it.
A slow walking zombie.
I don't know what else they got going on. You know, I feel like all bets are off the table. I don't know what this reality is anymore. And like, I'm great at social things. I'm great at public speaking, singing, I'm not great at physical things. If my survival is dependent on me dodging stuff, me fighting stuff, I'm gone. It's not
That's
gonna
fair.
work.
That's realistic.
If you watch The Walking Dead, the one that likes to sing all the time doesn't make it very long.
Yeah, I'm self-aware. I know what I got going on.
Courtney, do you think that you would survive the zombie apocalypse?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
No, I've been trying to die for so long. And no one will just do it for me.
We'll eventually get there.
Don't go to a Walmart parking lot with anybody, damn it, Courtney.
No, I will. God, I'm ready.
Mr. Eisenberg, do you think you could survive the zombie apocalypse?
No, I would join them right away.
Okay.
Bite me, please. Take me with you.
I want to be part of something.
That's vampires.
I want to be part of something bigger than myself.
Matt, do you think you would survive? I think Matt would survive. He's a big fucker.
Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to survive this podcast.
Got him.
It is hot as fuck abnormally, man.
I feel good. It's been hotter.
You feel good?
Yeah.
I don't feel good, but I feel all right.
He's got a weed jacket on. He feels good.
He's nice and cute.
Touche. Touche.
He would get kicked out of Nashville if he said he felt bad wearing a weed blazer.
All right, let's get another question. Doctor.
Have you ever climbed a tree or gotten up on a roof and couldn't get down? Obviously, she can get down. It's already here.
Look at me in the eyes and ask me if I've climbed it. No, I
Have you
haven't
been
climbed
trapped?
a tree. I grew up in New Mexico. There were no trees.
I actually
cactus.
No.
I had a shitty stepfather, so he convinced me at these apartment complexes over here that he used to work at to go on top to the different roofs and collect all the shit that's up there, right?
Yeah.
I only did one roof because the motherfucker left me up there. I was up there, I found like a Luke Skywalker and a fucking, a frisbee. Yeah, I mean, I found some shit up there. But then I'm waiting for him, to come get me, and nothing. And then, hours are going by. And it's just one of those things.
Roasting on the roof.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there, and then all of a sudden I hear, this dude come out on his porch on the next building over. And he's, eye level with me coming out of his apartment on his balcony, and he's like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Hey." I was like, "I think I know you from school." I was like, "Yeah, I've seen you around." And so we wind up having this conversation for probably a good fucking hour or something before I hear the ladder come slapping back up to come fucking get me. Turns out that dude winds up being my guitar player for my next band.
Nice.
So did your stepdad just leave you the roof was the babysitter?
It was never discussed.
Good idea.
It was never discussed. I got down and he was like, "Go to the office and collect your money." What fucking money? How do I? So I go in there, and then and it's the manager of the apartment complex, and she was like, "So how long were you up there?" I was like, "I was up there for about 2 fucking hours on one fucking roof." And she was like, "Well, how much do you think that you should get for the 2 hours?" And I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, $40.
Yeah.
She gave me 20.
Oh, she's like, "I ain't paying you full price, bitch." Did.
But I do wish I kept the Star Wars fucking figure, because that would probably be worth a lot of fucking money now.
Oh, you gave it to her?
No, I kept it, but I mean, you just like Luke Skywalker.
Oh.
Yeah, but if I kept that motherfucker now,
that was fucking roof treasure.
And it was the real ones with the vinyl
It's their
cloak.
next album, Roof Treasure.
Yes, exactly.
So when you were stuck on the roof, would you have rather had your stepdad or just steps in general?
Steps in general.
That's why they pay him the big bucks.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, playing Of the Broken Mind, motherfucking Reptilian. Oh!
Screaming in my brain.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the mic, Miss Ronit.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, up there, baby.
How are you?
Good.
That's so nice. You are awesome, by the way. Please acknowledge and don't ignore me. They ignore me the whole time. I wanted to know all their names one by one.
Hey, I told you my name.
Yes, you did, and you
great.
did, and thank you
That's
so much.
great.
And I said, look, and they're still ignoring me.
But yeah, it's your, if you want to jump up on that mic up there, it's your
Oh,
spot.
I'm going up there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going there then.
It's your turn.
This is where my spot is. Hi, how are you? So
Hello.
nice to be here. You got a pretty sweet spot.
Thank you.
It's so nice. You have your in your own domain. I can play music as loud as I want. How are you all doing? Did you have fun coming here? I was like, where am I going? Harding? I know that Harding is next to where I live. Which Harding is that? How many Hardings do you have in Nashville?
2.
I still don't know. I still don't know where I am in Nashville. And I've been living here for 7 years. It's the GPS. They know that they can fool me because I'm old. You know how Americans treat old people, right? You put them in the closet and you forget about them.
If we had icebergs, we would kick them off to sea.
Thank you. But I have a plan. I have 2 daughters. They're going to really good schools, and I'm building on the fact that they will one day build me a spaceship and send me to the fucking moon.
Hey!
So I can do whatever. So I can just float. I won't have to do any. I won't have to use my legs, which are 53-year-old legs. Are not very light legs. Yeah, I wanted to tell you about where I'm from. I'm from Israel, the Holy Land. Any Christians here? Any Jew favors here? Jesus was a Jew. I get it. Yes, he was. And I grew up in there, and it was a hell of a show. I was dodging bullets from 1969. That's a long time, you know. It was like Matrix for like 20-something years. And I do have a problem, you know. I have a little condition, and so I look drunk, even if I'm not drunk, because I'm like swinging and falling sometimes. But I'm in control. Don't worry. I'm not gonna have you all carry me. Maybe just one. Yes. So I love how Nashville people are very self-sufficient. You know, like they have accidents. There are tons of accidents because the drives are bullshit. Drives are so bad, so bad. And so I had my share of accidents too. But I love how like Nashvillians is like, okay, my car is banged, I can't go to the shop, I'm just gonna put that yellow tape, you know? I'm just gonna like wrap my car like it's Christmas, backwards. I was, I don't want to be inappropriate because I don't know.
Do it! Please!
That's what you're waiting for.
Yes,
right?
please.
That's what you're all waiting for. You're all waiting for me to talk
More inappropriate.
about pussy.
Yes!
All of you want me to talk about pussy.
Yes!
Why do you think? Is he a good captain of your clique, by the way?
I'm the clique commander.
All right, you spread her sails. Does he? Come on.
$5.99 a month, and you can know too.
Oh. $5.99. Woo!
That's pretty cheap.
Sweetheart, my pussy is more expensive. I'm Jewish. This is Jewish pussy. This is holy pussy. This is the kind of pussy that makes Jesus's and Moses's. It's not, you know, it's not an easy sale. Yes. So growing up, why do you think I wore a dress?
Because you had to, or you'd be stoned to death.
Well, you know. Everything is falling down.
Oh.
Gravity.
The gravity. That's why I want to go to the moon, remember? So, my pussy is like almost cleaning the floor. It's like, how would I say it? The Middle Eastern Roomba. So silly. I'm so silly. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking like I'm 53 years old. I should behave. What's wrong with you, Ronit? But it's fun. It's fun to be silly sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about dicks now. So, I do kosher, meaning kosher dick. I don't do non-kosher dicks. I can't handle that, that extra skin there. My clit doesn't need slapping. It needs something else. So, yes, I'm not, and it's very hard to find a kosher man in the South. You know, it's very hard. And I'm used goods, 53 years old. But in a good condition.
The thrift store find of the day.
No, the vagina is something incredible, you know. You just had a baby, right?
No, that's not a real picture. It's not a real picture.
It is a real person. What the fuck?
No, it's not a real picture. It's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke?
Yes, it's his baby.
Oh,
it's his baby.
Oh my my God, you pimping your...
It didn't come out of
you
me.
pimping your baby from this age?
He was trying to sell it. He wants to rent out his baby for the first year for $10,000.
I want the baby when it can talk to me. The whole not talking to me thing, it is what it is.
Well, the only way for a baby to talk is if you talk to them. Because when when my daughters were growing and they were like, and I was like, you know, like answering in the same language, and she would pick up stuff, you know, and then pick up words. But I don't have to tell you how to talk. You know how to talk. You know how you learned how to talk. With curses. That's what the first thing that you fucking all learned, to curse. Knowing how to curse in different languages too. When I was learning English, we had a little house in the prairie. I'm sure all of you know it. I ended up marrying a guy from Minnesota, which is where she's from, the author. I forgot her name because I'm a little high. Can I say that on air?
Yes.
Yes, I don't apologize for it. Thank you very much for showing up. Give it up, people, for the Reverend Matt Damon.
Goodwill Hunting too.
Yes, I had to step out from here because of my condition. It was a little too overwhelming for me with the smoke and the bass and the noise, which I heard from outside, and you're awesome. I really like it. But, so I had to step away, and I was sitting on the stairs with him, and I was like, shit, what do you think they are saying? Do you think we are rude? Because I'm very rude.
I hope they're so rude that I can be rude.
Fuck! Don't talk while I'm speaking! I am so rude. Not because I want to, it's because I just don't have any patience. That's the only problem. My legs and my knees are shaking. And hold on, I need to do a set here, right?
Yeah, you started anytime you want to.
How long have I been here already?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, really? Touch me in the morning. No, that's not the song I wanted to sing. I wanted to sing a song. Because one of you was saying something, and I don't know if it was Mama Cass. What was it? Dusty?
Mama Cass?
Yes. Do you know Mama?
Yeah, she choked on a ham sandwich.
Okay, you know how cheesy that fucking joke is? Please, erase it.
She really did, though. She really did.
Well, you know, too bad for her. She's dead anyway. But she had a great voice. She had a really, really good voice. And she sang really well.
Until the ham sandwich.
And she what?
I heard it was a delicious ham sandwich.
Please tell him to shut up.
Well,
I like the way you said it to slow. Will you say that for me, please?
What?
Tell him to shut up.
$5.99. How much did you Wow! I'm making money on this show. The only comic who will make money on this show. Oh my God, you can't take the Jew out of the Jew. Money falls into my legs. My hands, my arms, my head. Where's that money? You're too slow. Anyway, I grew up in Israel and I went to the army, and it was really a great experience. I was, I was a rascally kid, and a little disciplined, did me good, and I learned how to shoot, guns, rifles. It was fun. It's very exciting, Do you shoot? Anybody carry? Oh, you do? What do you like to shoot?
I got an AR-15. It's shotguns.
So my favorite was an Uzi.
I've never got to shoot
And because it's such a beautiful, and it's also like the first kind of weapon that Israel used to kind of like protect itself from its neighbors, because you know what's happening in there. I don't have to tell you. It's still happening. So I was shooting an Uzi, and I love the fact that I know everything about the Uzi. And now that I have 2 kids, you know, it's here in America. I got school shootings. So every time that I am going to drop them off, and I'm standing in the car line, I am smiling. I'm not like the other mothers who are like pissed off, like, get away from my car, yeah. No, I'm like, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Because I know that if something's gonna happen, I am ready. I'm just gonna pull my Uzi from my crotch, put it in under a minute, and just start spraying whatever I find. Whatever I find. Trees, walls, his balls. It just drives. I don't know. My God, I'm so hot, or is it hot?
It's hot here.
It's Tennessee. It's Tennessee.
It's Tennessee.
It's
Okay.
not hot flash?
It's hot. It's hot.
Oh, nice, thank you. All right, I'm still not getting on. Can you believe it? I'm 53-year-old and I'm still on my fucking period.
Oh, no.
I'm like, God damn it. What the fuck? Come on. Come on. That's it. I had my kids. Come on. I'm telling you, I think God has a plan for me. I think he's like, this is good pussy. We gotta find her a nice, spry man. And who knows, maybe another nation is gonna come out of my pussy. A better one. Right? We need to get better. COVID was an experience, but it was kind of like funny to me because maybe it's because I'm so used to disaster and I'm so desensitized, whatever. You and I was like, yeah, well, I guess, okay, all right. And other people around me were freaking out so much, but I was hanging out with 2 other comics that unfortunately one of them I do not speak with anymore because she left, and then I love her very much, and then another comic, and we were like hanging all the time, and we're like, what, like, do you have COVID? Are you afraid? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get a shot? What's gonna happen? How it's gonna happen? It's like, we're not supposed to hang out together, right? Why are we talking about this? If we're not supposed to be hanging out, you know, we are breaking the rules already. Because we know who we are, or we felt like we know who we are, but eventually I got it. Eventually they got it too. We all got it. Did you get it? No?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm sorry?
Yeah.
I know she didn't get it. I know she didn't get it.
No, but I'm probably going to get lung poisoning soon.
Okay, so you want me to wrap it up?
Not my show.
I know.
I know my set.
This is how much Courtney loves me. I went to her show. I barely made it there, and I was like, yes, cool, I'm gonna go there. And I got so tired. I was, of course, at the end, because nobody has any fucking respect for me. Nobody. They don't give a fuck. They're like, die already, Ronit, die, die. I am sure when I die, they're gonna be like, hey, did anybody see Ronit? Does anybody know what happened to Ronit? Or maybe not. And it's gonna be more like not. Yes, I think I should wrap it up. I'm extremely hot and not very funny like I planned to be. I think that the smoke and the closed quarters are making me very, very paranoid. So I'm like,
it's the weed.
I'm freaking out right now.
Oh, no.
Somebody let me out. No, I'm joking. Somebody let me out of here right now. But I need to go. No, I'm fine, but I seriously should leave. Thank you so much for everything, for playing.
Yeah!
And for all the comics before me. It was a great time. I'm Ronit, and look me up on Instagram. Hi.
Ronit, come have a seat with us.
Okay, now.
Yes, now have a seat with us.
It's time to relax. It's over now.
So I'm actually curious, did you have to go into the military?
Can I use this?
Yeah.
And I'll show you for one.
Oh.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I had to go to the military.
Was it like 2 years?
Yes. Girls doing 2 years and guys are doing 3 years.
All right.
And if you choose to continue your career, oh my God, here I am. Wait.
There you are.
And if if you choose to develop a career with the Army, they will gladly take you, and they pay well.
All right.
As you know, like here in America, they pay well or not?
No, not for military.
Really?
You're screwed if you go into the military.
The funny thing about the military here is that 85% of the people who are actively deployed are there for GI Bill or other college-related benefits. So a lot of people serve to pay for the outrageous college prices here. A lot.
Yes.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
I go to college too. But it's free for me because I'm old. How long have I been doing comedy? I don't know. I'm Jewish.
She's just funny. She's Jewish.
Listen, I'm Jewish, and don't you ever talk to me this way. If we survive that long with that joke that those Germans try to pull on us, then
I wouldn't call it a joke.
Says the German to the Jew.
You're from Israel. It's a whole different.
Yes.
Why did you have to call that out?
Sorry.
All right. Do you miss Israel? Do you miss anything you miss about Israel?
Okay, so I haven't gone to Israel for a long time. The last time that I went there was last year, but the time before that was 12 years prior. And I left Israel because I feel very bad about what's happening in Israel. It's very heartbreaking. I'm a mother, and every time that something happens and I see mothers, and it doesn't matter on which side, mourning their children, I think about my own children, and it breaks my heart. And I'm an actor too, so I feel everything, and because of that, I chose to stay away. But I have family, so I had to go to see them. But last year when I went, I actually went for a wedding, for a really good occasion. And I went, it was a 17 hours trip. It was supposed to take much less, but I asked for a wheelchair, so they was just like, shuffling me with a wheelchair. And and the moment that I landed in Israel, I said to my cousin, to the beach, now. And I floated in the water for like half an hour, and she's like, come on, we have a wedding in like 2 hours. And then I went, and then we went to the wedding.
They have beautiful beaches there?
Mm-hmm.
So is it really, I know you were joking about it, and of course we hear shit all the time, but how bad on a daily basis is it, say, to be in Israel? Is it like a constant threat from the other side?
It's not like, okay, so the media, as you know, just like what's happening here, like you see the media, how like some of them are inflating, all kinds of...
They're full of shit.
Everything.
Because it's
all media is full of shit.
airtime. It's airtime, and they want to get that money. It's money. It's all about
fear sells.
Yeah, and so I totally encourage whoever feels and wants to experience history to go to Israel, because it's a very beautiful place, and the Dead Sea, of course, my favorite. One day I'm going to open a comedy club in the Dead Sea. Yeah.
So can you really float like that? Does it really support you at the Dead Sea? Is it the salt content so much that you actually do just kind of rest at the surface of the...
So it's very, like, the water feels very oily, kind of. It's very thick. And so when you come in, you walk a little step, but at one point, like, the water lifts you up, but you have to do it very slow, because if you freak out and you spatter water into your eyes, which is very salty and very, very, very stingy, and you can harm yourself or whatever, but it's very, very good for your skin. There's a lot of people with skin problems
That go there.
But it's very healing, and the colors are so beautiful.
The colors?
Especially- Yeah, the colors. Because the color of the water in certain times of the day, and you know, we are sharing the Dead Sea with Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
How's that working out?
We're good friends. We're good friends. Nobody invited me to dinner yet, but you know. Yes, it's really, really lovely. It's very healing, and I encourage you all to
fuck
go.
you.
Well, speaking of dinner, what's the food that you recommend anybody try if they were to go and travel to Israel? What's the best food there?
All right, I am Yemenite, just like Osama bin Laden.
What?
Yes, he was a Yemenite. He grew up in Yemen.
Yemen, yeah.
And then he
were
immigrated
friends
to
with
Saudi Arabia and stuff.
No,
I wasn't friends
They ate
with
the
him.
same food.
You dated who when you were little kid?
No, I didn't date him. He's too small. I like big men. So anyway, so what was the question? I forgot.
She wants to know
How big are Osama bin Laden's balls?
What?
No.
What?
What are your gigs coming up? What are your next gigs coming
That
up?
doesn't sound like Osama bin Laden's balls.
No.
I am a single mom, and I have to monitor my disability, and it's very hard for me to move in Nashville. Like the weather here is very bad for me. I'm supposed to be in the Dead Sea where everything is dry, and so I'm very slow, and I just do whatever works for my body, because if I push it too much, I just suffer. So I listen to my body, and I think I have a couple of things, but yeah, I have tomorrow, no, it's on Sunday. I'm going to Monty's, I will be at Monty's.
Nice.
So the first time I ever saw you was at Monty's gig at Rebar, probably in 2020. And I was trying to, like a lot of people say, it's like you wind up having this audience when you go and do your shows. And there's people that actually do kind of surrender. It's hard to talk to you, and I was trying to book you on the show even then 2 years ago, and it was just really kind of hard because when you do come, you're like
Wow, I'm
live.
famous?
And I mean,
From back then?
well, I'm just saying, just live, you have a persona, and then you have, you know, when you're on stage, it's even so more. But then it doesn't dissipate when you come off a stage. You're still Ronit, you know what I'm saying? And then people are coming around you, and it's just so hard to talk to you and to book you, because you almost do have this kind of halo of people that are around you.
They're
It's
protecting me.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said protection.
The Mossad gave them the word. You
Is
know?
that what it is?
That bitch, she's expensive.
Hey, the Mossad don't fuck around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, playing Corroded Globe, motherfucker Reptilian.
Approach. You've been punished into my ignorance. This is your your sentence, crawling up the sand dunes. Your spirit is continually eroded. Egregious hellscape. Desolation is your fate. Trudge through center of the earth, haunting demons you follow. No hope is what you see. Your soul is hollow. You've been punished, entombed by ignorance. This is your judgment. Enjoy your sentence. Chance. Ignite your fire. Do you think you can make wish?
All right, fuck yeah.
You guys do really sound pretty fucking good. I like your sound.
You really do.
Thank you.
Especially for as long as you guys been together, man. Fuck yeah.
Don't worry, man. You guys will be getting offers, man. You probably hear from GSM and everybody else.
Sony.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian of the there's our camera. The next comedian of the evening, Courtney Warner.
Oh, thank you so much. This is so cool. This is like everything I try to sneak out of my house in high school to go do is to watch a metal band. Everyone has longer hair than me. It's amazing. Yeah, this is awesome. So I know you're looking at me, audience, in here, and you're like, I bet you think I look like an Asian woman, because I am one. It's not like I got stung by a bee on the drive over here. It's not like, oh, did Zoe Deschanel eat some peanut butter? What happened? No, this is just how I look. But I don't think that's accurate, honestly, because I think God messed up is what I'm saying. Is because, look, I love Wes Anderson movies. I love drinking IPAs, and I love pro wrestling. So I think I'm just two mediocre white men stacked inside of a trench coat. Just running around trying to get diversity scholarships out of people. I'm like the Flasher, but instead of flashing a dick, it's just like two little Chads inside of me. But I do like movies of all kinds, though. I recently saw Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Anyone else see that? Yeah, I feel like this is the room that has definitely seen that. Like, you've definitely been left in a Hot Topic or Spencer's Gifts before. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I like that iteration of the Joker. I'm a big comic book fan in general, too. And I like that it was, that version of the Joker is, it felt like watching a documentary, honestly, because he is just a dude who is trying to do stand-up comedy, and he's really bad at it. So then he starts killing people. And I realize I am just one bad show away from becoming the Joker. It might be tonight, guys. I don't know. I can see everyone's faces in this room. So.
Where's Ronnit? Where's Ronnit?
But yeah, we'll switch gears real quick here. So interracial dating. Who's into it? Who's a fan?
Definitely.
Nice. There's always one guy that's just like, I am. I'll take you. It's like, no, that's, I don't know if that's not the demographic I'm coming for. But thank you for that. I feel very safe being in this garage now. I should really quit asking that question, honestly. It's never anything you want to hear back. No, but I've only ever interracially dated, but it's the most boring kind. Asian women and white men, No one cares. It's like, yeah, that's how God meant it to be. That was as on the 8th day of the world, he's like, white men and Asian women will be the fodder for many an indie A24 movie and porn. You know what I mean? No, like, what's the worst thing you're going to assume about us is that I need a green card and that he lives in his mom's basement and jerks off to Pokemon. I mean, both are true facts, but they're not that bad, honestly. They're not the most offensive stereotypes. No, I hate it when guys are like, oh my God, Courtney, you're so exotic. You're just so exotic. And I'm like, I'm from Ohio. My parents' names are Dan and Pat. I'm about as exotic as a Disney cruise that docks in Tampa, Florida. Fewer kids, though, so it's always nice. All right, so I do have a very specific type of white man that I like, because there is a spectrum, turns out. If I had a Pantone color of the year, it would be cracked eggshell. It's a nice beige, No, I like guys that look like Harry Potter with Crohn's disease. Just itty bitty skinny tiny little men, the ones that can never hurt you physically but emotionally do a lot of damage. And they do. Like, I'm just saying, they do. Like, I'm doing this right now. I think I like tiny guys because I wasn't allowed to play with Polly Pockets growing up. My mom thought they would be a choking hazard. Tiny guys, not a choking hazard. So it's a grower, isn't it? Not a shower of a joke. That's a blowjob joke for those who really did not understand. For all the fucking virgins out there.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. What do you mean? I don't know. All right. Well, you know what? Sex education, the American school system is failing you. I will be your teacher. That's fine. No, not like that. I'll give the written exam, not the oral. So, some people are into abs or forearms. I like a nice rib cage. You laugh now, but after this show, go find yourself a skinny man and go make out with him, and then just do one of these. And tell me that's not fucking relaxing. It's more relaxing than any Ocean Sound CD you will ever get at a Cracker Barrel. I promise, as I've done my own independent research. I went to a bachelorette party recently, and that was cool. Woo, like whatever. And and there was a stripper there. They hired a stripper. There's just some Channing Tatum looking ass just like skulking through, the type of guy that's like so big he can't put his own arms down. And I always wondered, this is just like a side note, like, because I'm kind of a smart person, like with physics, not really. Like, what's the physics of that? Like, are his arms big because he can't rest them down and they're always working, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, you can never rest your arms. They're going to get bulky at some point. I don't know. That's what I always say. Like, I feel like I have really big thighs because I walk a lot, but it's just because I eat a lot of shit. So there's the difference. it's not good when I riff. It's not good. This is why I don't do improv anymore. So, yes, and just do your jokes, Courtney. Oh, Matt Besser, call me. Amy Poehler. No, so yeah, the stripper was doing his thing, and I was just like not feeling it. And I'm just like, am I gay? I don't know. And I'm like, no, I like a nice dick. I don't think I'm gay. That's not it. No, but I think it's because it's just not my type of guy, you know? So I decided once I get really famous from this podcast, I'm going to start a business, and I would like you're all invited to be early investors in this room. Anyone watching, you're more than welcome to be an angel adopter. Angel investor, don't adopt angels. I don't think you can do that. And it's going to be, I'm going to have a service called Soft Boy Strippers. You know, it's going to be kind of like a Disney World experience. Like you go to Disney World, you want to meet Donald Duck, so he talks like a duck, he acts like a duck, he fucks like a duck. You know what I mean? That is what you want. That's the level of ingenuity that I want. So basically what I want are just some soft boys. I just want some Timothy Chalamet looking motherfucker just wiggling through the room, you know, dancing to Bon Iver on vinyl, doing his thing, taking everything off but the beanie, you know. That's what I want, but I want to sell you on the experience. And if you don't know what a soft boy is, audience, it is a strain of fuck boy. And we know what a fuck boy is, so we're kind of already there. It's just like a soft boy is a fuck boy that says he reads books. That's, anyway. The smoke is getting to me. I think I'm going to die soon, so I don't smell smoke, I just smell pancakes, right? That's what you smell when you're about to have a stroke. Stroke from laughing too much, that's right. Yeah, I want that to happen, but I want to sell people on the experience of like the soft boy. Their main characteristic is negging and coming too soon. So I want him to be in there, he's just like, you know, dancing to like an 8-minute horn section song. Just like, oh yeah, girl, you ever hear of the Beatles? You ever hear of that band before? You dumb bitch, I bet you haven't. Oh yeah, I've read Infinite Jest before. Well, they're my nightstand since grad school for the past 20 years, but you know, whatever. Then, oh God. Oh, wow, that was amazing. I definitely did you? It's like, no, we're in a fucking Applebee's at 3 p.m. I paid you. All right, I'd like to think that punchline would be a lot better. I need to sell it more. I don't know. Maybe I need to like do more static thrusts. I don't know. I have one more, and then I'll get out of here. Now I feel like I'm going into Ronit territory and just talking a lot, and I apologize. People of color, we don't get a platform very often, so any chance we can talk over a group of white people, then we will take it. They're smoking weed, that's fine. Are they really saying something to me? Are we gonna go, motherfucker? Okay, no, you're just trying to chill out. Sorry, that's just me. That is me and my own neuroses. So, like I said, I love movies, but Hollywood does this thing that I don't like very much, and it's called whitewashing. And if you don't know what that is where they take a role meant for a minority and they put a white person in there instead. It's not some Tom Sawyer bullshit, not that whitewashing. For all my nerds out there. Ever have to read Huck Finn? No, anyway, why did I do that? Stupid Courtney. Quit. No, it's fine. Did you hear that? I don't know. It smells like pancakes in here. No, and so, yeah, whitewashing sucks. It's stupid, but it happens more than we know. Because the other day, I took a BuzzFeed quiz called Who Would Play You in the Movie Version of Your Life? And I got Paul Walker. You know that dead guy? It's apparently a dead white guy has a better chance of playing an Asian woman than any Asian women existing. It's like, was Aquafina just not available or something? Like, what? I get there's a stereotype that Asians are bad drivers, but Paul Walker, come on. It's a little rude, honestly, BuzzFeed, for being progressive. And I got real annoyed because I took that quiz like 3 more times and got the same results, pretty much. I got Chris Pratt, Adam Driver, Rosie O'Donnell, all these white men. Oh, thank you so much.
Come have a seat with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you like a shot?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll always
Got
take
one.
free liquor.
Dr. Flamboyant.
So, If I want to invest in this business,
Yes, please.
I want it to be called Soy Boys instead of
Soy
Soft Boys.
Soy boys. Why?
I don't know. It just seems like they're weak.
Soy boy. It rolls off the tongue better, which
You know
is
what I mean? Soy boy.
Soy boy, LaCroix soy boy.
How long have you been doing comedy?
6 years now.
Yeah, you
I
can
know,
tell.
it's been a while.
You're real comfortable up there. You
Oh,
got
thank
to
you.
feel for it.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's been most of my 20s at this point, so I'm really excited to get out of my 20s, honestly. They're terrible. But comedy's been great. It's also, I didn't mean to interrupt, but are these up for grabs?
Oh, we're about to do.
You have to play a game.
Yeah, everybody
Oh.
stick around. We do giveaways.
Nice. I mean,
She was just really excited.
After
She
we
really
get
wanted
to-
to bring me. Did
I know
you,
she wants one now.
I don't want to, I would just like
were
it.
you dying for a copy of Pulp Fiction?
I mean, sure, yeah, you know.
You don't have to die for it. It's
Excuse
okay.
me.
I actually just watched it here recently, and it's a great movie.
Oh, it's so good.
Do you guys know what's actually in the suitcase?
What is it?
What is it?
But do you know?
Is it
No.
like a body?
No.
Is it money?
So there's a couple of different theories. A lot of people would think that it's
But you don't know
gold.
what actually is in it either.
So
yeah.
no one has ever.
It's like a History Channel.
Tarantino. Tarantino wanted to.
Yes.
But the big conspiracy theory that is actually a soul, because when you open up the briefcase, the combination is 666, and apparently it's a soul, and it's so valuable that it's worth killing all it. Now I don't know what the three little dudes in the apartment before they got murdered were doing with the soul, or were going to do with the
Right.
soul, but I don't know. It wasn't drugs.
You know what I
It wasn't
Well,
drugs.
it seemed like they were getting it back. Because
Yeah.
they were constituents of Marcellus. And they fucked Marcellus like
I gotta watch it again now.
You know, I just did a show in Knoxville at like this movie theater, and it's like kind of similar to the Belcourt here in town, but like just like in like shows old indie movies and stuff. And they had some like old action figure sets for sale, and one of them was Pulp Fiction. I just saw like the Pulp Fiction logo, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. Maybe they'll have like Mia Wallace or whatever. No, it was like the fucking Gimp scene. At my toys.
No.
And I was like, oh, only $20, eh?
Yeah.
Did you wind up buying it?
I didn't, because I was just like, I don't know these people. I want them to invite me back to perform. So
It would be a
no.
conversation piece.
Just like a mantelpiece
Well,
thing.
he is from Knoxville, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tarantino.
yeah, he
Oh,
is.
is
Yeah.
He might have been his cousin or something.
Holy
or his
shit!
brother.
I wonder if those were only made for him, and he's just like, I don't need. I'll give them to the children in need.
Charity.
Put it in the Santa drop box.
Yes. Oh my God! Do it for tots for toys for tots.
No, put it in the Salvation Army box.
Oh my God! Do it to Santa Claus, but it is just like full on mask, shirt, like all of it, the blood, and I'm just like, this is
The Salvation Army gets paid to handle shit like that.
That's true.
To the Gimp scene.
To the Gimp scene.
Sure, sure.
Or Ving Reams.
Yeah.
Or
Ving rings. Ving rings.
Ving Reams.
Ving reams.
Ving Reams.
Oh, that's good. Crown Royal, nice.
Doctor,
Not sponsored.
question.
Should be sponsored.
I've been trying to get them to sponsor me for fucking, 13 years now.
Trying to get
Shit.
Montucky to sponsor me. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right. What animal would you want to talk to if you could speak their language?
Oh, that's a good question.
You can only speak one animal's language?
Yes.
Dr. Doolittle speaks to everything. Okay.
I know.
Anyway.
I was gonna say like that's.
You're not Dr. Doolittle.
No.
You can only speak to one animal.
Yes.
You're Dr. One Little.
One little. I would say, man, I don't know. This is like probably like I've always really liked wolves. I think they're cool as fuck, you know. Or owls. I know I give two answers, but basically anything that shows up in a fantasy novel.
Wait, who?
Wolves or owls?
Who?
Oh, I see. Doctor?
No, owls. Who?
Doctor Who?
All right, they're both missing.
Doctor Why? Doctor Where? Doctor How? No one's asking how he's doing. They're just
Blevins!
asking who.
Yeah.
What animal would you talk to?
Okay. I've thought a lot about
Oh
this
my
through
God.
my
Of
life.
course he has.
It's a kangaroo, and only for consent.
Oh.
Nice!
Oh, that's right, because
It's like, hey,
that's
can I
the
jump
point.
with you for a little while? Little bounce bounce?
Yeah, just bounce. Literally only bounce.
But only with consent.
I see, because they have like what 50 vaginas, right? Even the men.
I did not
He
know
doesn't
that.
want the vagina. He just wants to get in that pouch.
I know.
Nice and warm in
A
there.
little like candy basket. Where you keep your extra pouch where you keep your little cookies.
Am I eligible to become the king of the raccoons?
All right, there you go.
Can get them
Raccoon.
to go steal nice things out of the trash for me.
Hickman County. What animal would you talk to?
I don't know, whale. I'd pay good money to have a blowhole, you know what I mean?
Ronit, if you could speak to an animal, what animal would you want to speak to? A dolphin.
She likes the dolphin.
All right.
Smart. It's like the shape of water. Like, you know that gal that like fell in love with the dolphin in like the 60s? You know that experiment? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so there's
She jacked off the dolphin.
yeah, every day, and then they had a bond. Okay, this is like in the 60s, and the government paid for these experiments.
To see if she could jack off a dolphin?
To see if they could bond. And so she and I'm like, I think if you touch anything that way, you're going to probably have some sort of like appreciation at the very least.
I'm never jacking off an animal.
Well, thank you for, I mean, that's a controversial statement. I mean, someone had to say it, thank God.
I'm just not that
Hey, just so everyone knows, he will not jack off animals.
No
just
jacking.
So you know. I know there was some doubt in your hearts and minds, but.
Yeah. I ain't fucking animals either.
Wow, this is headline, this is breaking news. Move over, student loan news.
I don't know about the rest of you weirdos in the room. Guitar 2.
I feel like, you know, when you point one finger, you have 4 pointing back.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So.
I'm that guy that's set up that way. Guitar 2.
What's up?
What animal you want to talk
If
to?
you could talk to an animal.
I pick a cat so I could tell my girlfriend's cat that I love her.
Dude, meow.
Aw.
You already
Yeah.
talked to him.
And I also tell her to shut
Meow.
the fuck up. I'm not feeding you at 4 in the goddamn morning.
That's true. Also that. Meow.
What about you, man?
I want to talk to this fly and tell it to leave.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's a fly in this motherfucker that I've been wanting to fucking just destroy. Like Mr. Miyagi, this motherfucker, man. What about you, man?
Cockroaches.
Why?
I've got beef
Joe.
cockroaches.
Joe.
Do you want to just talk
over here.
smack with them? You
So
just wanna,
I've
like-
actually
I want to
got
tell them how terrible they are.
They don't care.
I've
'cause
actually
they're
got
cockroaches, so
a
look
dildo
there.
story where I was assaulted in the bathroom by cockroaches.
What they like? Come
Or,
out of the
you were
toilet,
me
went up
too
in
by
you?
some cockroaches.
So, like, this is the scary, like, there's a point in your life where you're like, this isn't fucking happening right now. So, like, you go to waste some time, so you go take a shit at work, right? And this place is not the place where you would want to spend any time in, but, like, we do because it's the only refuge away from everything else. So I'm in there, and, like, I'm at this point, I actually have to wind up. You ever, like, go fake shit, but then really have to shit?
Yeah, I only go sit down when I gotta really shit.
Okay. So I went to go.
I got a desk and a computer.
I went to go fake shit, but really had to shit. So I'm sitting there, and then I got my phone out, right? And then as I'm on my phone, I look over, and like underneath the door is this like, and we don't have like little house roaches. Like these are the big like sewer monsters.
Oh, fucking like.
So this motherfucker's coming up to me. I was like, oh shit! And so I take my phone and I like try to swipe him, and he fucks off, right? And so then I'm back on the phone, and then I notice he's back, but he's got a buddy. So I take my phone. He got a buddy. So I went and I went to go smack him again, right? The first one fucks off again, but the buddy, he ducks and stands his fucking ground. And there's a moment in your life where you're like, I'm intimidated right now. I'm a grown man, and I'm like intimidated because this motherfucker, like, when has a bug have ever really just stood its ground against you and be like, all right, motherfucker, come on.
That's his Starship Troopers.
Right, exactly right. So, like, then I take my phone and I'm like, literally trying to get him, and he fucks off. Just as the point where, like, I look down. What? What's that?
I don't know. I'm getting ghosted out over here, man.
Whoa! That's the fly.
That's weird. That's that song that she's talking about. All right, continue your story, sir. I gotta look at my face. I can't be blurred out like that.
So I look down after I fucking shooed the two, and I can still see them, by the way. They fucked off, but they're like there. I can still see them. But I look down, and there's a motherfucker coming up, like, from behind.
Assassin.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, fuck. So there's the point where now I'm really intimidated. Like, I'm not really, like, you know, scared of bugs, but now I'm like, I'm trapped. I'm in the shitter. I haven't even wiped my ass yet. So I stand up, and I notice that there's one on me. So I'm, like, on the other side. So, like, I'm patting up, and there's a motherfucker behind him. I'm being surrounded. So I get up. And it's like, now I'm pissed. So I fucking pull my pants. I ain't even wipe my ass. I pull my pants up, and now I'm in the bathroom stomping, and I'm stomping. Next thing I know, two of my Hispanic coworkers walk in, and they're staring at me like I've lost my fucking mind. And I only could think of 3 words. no mask, cucarachas, and I walked the fuck out.
How's that diaper rash doing though?
So I heard them on the
You
inside.
would know better.
I heard them in the inside, and I don't know exactly what pinchuero means.
Fucking white boy.
So yeah, that's how I ended that day.
So you.
How many different words do you got for white guys?
Güero and gringo.
Nice.
Those are the two common ones. Those are the ones I hear all
Like,
day.
it's got like kind of a, it's not just white boy, but it's like a little bitch ass white boy.
Oh, so it's a little bit.
Oh, really?
I like that.
I heard it day one on the job. I was just like,
But
damn, dude.
Pinche is like
Fucking.
Tajin of insults. It's just a little bit of spice on top.
I like
it's
that.
like
Well, their language means nothing to me, so it doesn't really
It's going to. Give it 10 years.
I just think
We're all
can
going
say
to be
whatever they
Mexicans.
want.
We're all going to
I
be
don't
Mexicans
care.
here in a minute.
No, my kids are Mexican, so I guess I haven't been invaded.
We never really talked about that on air.
Yeah, this might be something that I'd like to have myself removed from the conversation. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing grapes, motherfucking Reptilian.
Yeah.
Woo!
The world has been covered in rot under the rule of a robot. We create infinite digital minds, calculate man's demise. There is no doubt life will be factored out. Silicon overlords, their circuit boards. ITMs being aimed out toward other blazing readouts. Commanders decide the fate with speed of nightmare.
I'd like to welcome Matthew Blevins,
Returning champ!
the grand champ of them all.
What is up, podcast survivors? How we living in here? Yeah. Guys, I am a dad.
Woo!
And the only sport that I'm good at is lying to my children. Now, it's a slow sport, right? Basically how it works is every lie that you can convince them of all the way to adulthood is worth 1 point.
Nice.
My mom is the all-time champion at this game. She called me the other day. She said, "Hey, guess what? Your dad's not really your dad, and you're not really Mexican. 2 points, bitch. Click."
That should be worth more points.
Oof. That's some heavy weight. I've been out here stealing Mexican valor all this time.
It's yours.
And Mom pulled the old white trash okey doke is what happened.
Oh.
That's when a white girl would get knocked up in high school and then find a Mexican dude who liked big bellies, which turned out to be most of them, and then trick him into raising the baby with you. That's the old white trash okey doke. White women could get away with this in the 80s. But then Maury Povich came along in 92 and fucked it up for everybody.
Fucked it all up.
Meanwhile, I had to wonder why I was the only one at every family reunion that got sunburns, and why my grandma called me a pussy because of my lack of spice tolerance. I should have known better. No matter what Louis C.K. has been telling people, Mexicans don't generally come in ginger-bearded white dude. Nobody ever saw me walking across the street and said, "Hey, look at that Mexican dude." The only place that that Mexicans come in ginger-bearded white dudes is in prison. Speaking of coming, have you ever had sex that was so good you figure it was worth the antibiotics you were hoping you don't need later?
No, can't say I have.
Nobody. This is Nashville. Nashville raw dogs. It's on the sign when you drive into town, for fuck's sake.
Nashville raw dogs.
I will not have you people lying to me through your silence right now. I said that Nashville raw dogs thing at a show the other day, and a lady in the audience said, "Is that really on the sign?"
Oh, man.
I hope someone planted a load deep and hard into that one. That's.
So she can make more stupid?
God bless it, dude. Dude, if I hadn't have planted some high, heavy loads into that one chick in 2005, I wouldn't have all these dad jokes to talk about. I just wanted to seem cool, by the way. I'm happily married, and you generally don't need antibiotics to have wife sex.
Generally.
Because I was married that first time, and she slept with more river folk than a lady of ill repute in a Mark Twain novel. That's just the fancy way I could come up with to say she fucked that dude on a pontoon boat. You need antibiotics and you need a time machine to get the kind of antibiotics for the stuff she was bringing to the table. Like, who's bringing scabies in 2016? That's all I gotta know. You guys aren't on board. That's fine. I get it. Because I just have wife sex, and that's boring. Especially now that I got a vasectomy. You know. Woo! See?
Hell yeah.
I got a woo and a hell yeah. I got the vasectomy way before it was cool, by the way. Right? I got it back in the day because one of my kids came up to me and said, "Hey, Dad, what kind of meat is in this chicken Alfredo?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit. All this? We gotta shut this down." Then my wife got a hysterectomy recently. See, no woo. Never gets a woo. But now...
To like one up you?
Yeah, she wanted to be cool too. But the thing is nobody cares about hysterectomies. Nobody...
You have to sign off on it.
Well, actually I did. That's so disturbing. See, nobody had to sign off on my vasectomy. Nope. I went in there, my nurses gave me edibles and Burger King and just sent me on my merry way. My wife's nurse left her in a wheelchair on the curb and called her a cunt and just fucked off. So that's some goddamn gender politics for you people out there. But now all of a sudden, sex with my wife has become a Buddhist parable about nothingness. I'm firing consequence-free loads into an empty box. If I come in my wife in the woods and no one's there to hear it, did it make a sound? And I think that answer is no.
Splat.
It's a sad splat anymore. Now when I come, it's more like a. We don't cuddle afterwards anymore.
Just turn
We're
over
too
and look
old.
the other way.
We're too old. We check each other for problematic moles. Because I might not be Mexican, but my back looks like a flour tortilla. So. That was my big closer. This was fun. You guys are awesome.
Man,
would you like a shot?
Yeah, let's do it.
Give this man a shot.
I would
You
like to
earned
have
it.
a shot as well, sir. Thank you.
Be honest, man, I missed you, man. You're one of my favorites.
Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
I love having you on.
And I love coming here. This is so fun. It's always a blast. And I feel like I'm, like every one of them I feel like might be the one I get murdered at, which is the most fun.
Okay, so I will say, if you speak in D&D terms, we attempt to have the most chaotic, neutral, open mic that we possibly fucking
And you qualify 100%. I don't know which dungeon master fielded that, but goddamn
We're
it, he
still
runs
shooting
it.
like 90% that when everybody comes on, they have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
if somebody doesn't have a good time, they just didn't want to have a good time.
That's
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
That's for sure. Well, here's to good times.
Good times.
To
Good times.
And wife sex.
Zanies.
Oh, thank
Hey,
you.
man. Good luck, brother.
That's right. For anybody listening, I'm going to be doing Zanies on Monday, doing New Material Monday, 7 p.m. show. I'm really excited. My goal when I moved to Nashville was to get on Zanies stage at 1 year. I managed to do it in about 7 months, so...
Hell yeah! Fucking A, man. Fucking A.
Zany kind of seems like the stop in the road that everybody kind of attains.
Well, it's the Mecca.
As far as Nashville,
that's where like
that is
the
biggest
big
place.
comics that are traveling. That's the spot they're gonna stop.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
man, my dad
that and
saw
this
a
podcast.
crazy
This podcast.
Doug Stanhope show at Zany's.
Sure, I
It
bet
got so crazy to the point where we went on a family trip, and he never wastes gas on anything. But we went on a family trip to go locate his phone after the Doug Stanhope show because he got so fucked up and wanted to meet Doug Stanhope so bad that he lost his iPhone while in the middle of the fucking show.
Did he get to meet Doug Stanhope?
He did.
Oh, hell yeah. Then that
He
story.
gave him a Gideon's Bible to sign. And
Hell
handed
yeah.
it back.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys ever see the Doug Stanhope? There's a YouTube video. It's about 4 hours long, where he's tripping on acid. Yeah. So it starts off really cool, but then you can tell like probably about an hour into it where it's starting to kick in.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then at this point he's starting to reference it, and it's just one of those moments where it's just like, you know, you wish you were in the actual like it's great that it was recorded,
sure,
and so you can experience it, but it was one of those moments where you really wish that you were
Can
fucking
you
there.
imagine doing acid with Doug Stanhope? Holy shit, man.
That would take you
were
to some-
talking about wanting George Carlin to shut up. Could you imagine how badly you would want to tell
I don't know,
Doug
man,
Stanhope to shut the fuck up?
The Gonzo though, like I think I could hang with him for maybe a day,
He would shoot.
because he's just so.
He would
the
fuck
dude
up
just.
Dylan.
I don't even think he ate food. I think he just ate drugs.
Cocaine.
He's like, fuck these scrambled eggs from the fucking free breakfast line. I want some mescaline. Let's
There's a
get it
couple of people
started.
like I would like to have a drinking night with, like Doug Stanhope would be one, David
yeah.
Tell would be
Oh,
another
yeah,
one.
It's gonna sound crazy,
Joey
but I really like
Kreischer.
the machine guy, Brett
Oh,
Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer is
Bert
great.
Kreischer
I really
is my
like that guy.
spirit
Having
animal.
Bert and Tom in the same place at the same time. would be
So Bert and
awesome.
Tom would be cool, but right now, from what I understand, Bert is getting like out of control with the alcohol.
Is he pulling a BAM?
Really?
So
Well, he's got that podcast he does, so you'd be able to tell.
Yeah,
You'd be able to see the downward spiral, I would think.
you would think, but his best
would
thing
think.
so far is the machine, though. I mean, that's special. I mean, the other ones, you know, Secret Time and Birdie Boy and all that is cool, but
I still
mean,
liked him.
No, it's all great. Now, everything that Bert does,
It's
I mean,
hard to top the machine. That is a great fucking show.
It's one of the all-time best
It's a great
stories
fucking
ever.
joke.
it is one of the best stories.
I feel like we're like calling him out right
And then
now.
when you find out that he was actually the Van Wilder was literally
Written
based
about
off-
him. Yeah.
But there's also a movie coming out based on the skit, The Machine.
yes.
So yeah, there actually is a
I-
movie coming out.
I guess there's
about
some
that.
unfortunate, stuff going on over in Russia and whatnot that might be fucking up the release on that. So,
Well, it's not like China.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really.
Or North
his
Korea.
material is not what stands out to me. What I love the most about Bert Kreischer is his elegance in laughing at his own jokes. Like, not a lot of comedians can get away with laughing at their own material.
I like how
but
he-
I love watching Bert laugh.
I like how he talks about his daughters, and like, there's one where
I love.
he refers to them as like, I got one daughter who's all right, and the other one's retarded. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like how he just loosely, but he still later on he tells good things about him. He loves them, but it's still they're still retarded. You know?
They're still the one.
Bert's best stuff, other than The Machine on The Machine special.
Not his daughter, I love.
But no, his best stuff is on. Did y'all ever watch the Ari Shaffir show? This
sure.
is not happening.
oh yeah. 100%.
So like there's two stories that Bert goes into, and he goes into the flying dildo story where he actually is in Amsterdam, and they were going to go see the Anne Frank house, but he got Anne Frank and Helen Keller confused. One of the best bits of all time from Bert. I mean, it's just it's the best.
Already sounds funny.
Yeah, no, it really is the best.
Well, you a doctor? I think Blevins needs.
Blevins?
needs questions.
We're gonna answer a question. All right.
I'll be honest, I pulled a question for you that was, do you fuck with the lights on? And you just started saying, we went into your old wife's sex life. We don't care.
We know.
With the lights on and my socks
You gotta
on.
pay the fucking power bill. Man, no. All right. Ooh, if you could be a fly on the wall, who would you like to listen in on?
Oh shit. Okay. Right now, I'm gonna get real political with it.
Yeah.
The director of the FBI. Who wants to find out what the fuck is happening in that room right now, dude? That's some wild shit.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Or maybe like the Black Ops. They have the
Sure,
Black
man.
Ops.
I don't even. There's so many fucked up rooms to be in. I don't even know.
Just a
which is
government
the
fly.
right one. But just one that gets an inkling of the answers, or maybe at Area 51 and gets some of that like alien Jesus.
That the alien Jesus.
They probably got like door. You can only get so far before you get to the.
Oh yeah, no flies can get in
A
there.
fly?
Yeah, no
There's
flies.
flies
can
in
get
the fucking FBI shit. Yeah.
Oh,
Did y'all ever watch that
At
Bob
Area
Lazar
51,
shit?
yeah.
Did y'all ever watch that Bob Lazar shit where he was actually not in 51, but he was in Sector 4 or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you've never watched it, actually, man, I saw some of that. So Steve Greer, who does a lot of this fucking the alien shit and everything.
Dr. Steve Greer?
Dr. Steve Greer.
That's right.
Okay, so
get it right, sir.
No, he is a doctor. And but I just saw this thing, and I texted you guys that. Did you guys ever see the multi-killer vehicle, the MKV? Holy shit! So it's literally a vehicle that could just move in any fucking direction, but it is in itself a weapon. Like, it shoots fucking bullet. I don't even know where it keeps it all. It's a little pill box, like the fucking size of maybe 12 inches by 12 inches, maybe. And it could float and move in any direction and shoot ungodly amount of munitions and just in every fucking direction. And they have this thing, and it's kept in a fucking cage, like an animal.
Is it
so it can't get out?
A killing machine.
It is a it's called an MKV, a multi-killing machine or vehicle, because that's all it does. It moves and destroys shit.
So they're even scared of it. They're keeping it.
They keep it in a cage like it's a fucking animal in itself.
I have some Skynet shit in 2 years. 2 years.
Okay, so they're already saying that what they're doing now, as far as Skynet's already here.
Yeah.
You have dumbasses like fucking Elon Musk, and no, I don't think he's a fucking intelligent person. Elon Musk is a fucking dumbass. The shit that he's fucking doing with the AI, all he's doing is plugging everything into a fucking fossil grid anyway. Everything it's not a Tesla, it's an Elon. He's using fucking old technology. He's fucking repackaging it and fucking thinking it's new. His fucking rocket, it's still a fucking Nazi rocket. It just can self-land. His fucking flamethrower, it's still a fucking flamethrower. His fucking car, it's still a fucking electric car that plugs into a fossil fuel fucking grid. He's not doing anything. He's playing the fucking game. We haven't had fucking any advance in fucking technology since the 1950s, and it's been there. We've had people that have come and forth and be able to take those innovations and fucking take them somewhere.
Yeah, they haven't released any innovation.
Because of the coal, the fossil fuels, these people who do not want to risk losing their money, because basically if we take these things that are actually out there, that are available, it would be free fucking energy. You would not be paying utilities anymore. But you have cocksuckers back in the day like J.P. Morgan who wanted to fucking put a meter on it. And that's the way Tesla couldn't get his shit out because they couldn't make money off of it. And so what happened when that motherfucker died? They stole his shit, and it will never fucking see that as long as people can make money off of it. Right. And that's all it is. If you want to fucking... You want those great innovations? Get rid of the coal. Because the innovations are there, but we have to get off the... Save the fossil fuels for the next ice age. It's coming. We're going to have another ice age.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that, though. That doesn't fit the agenda.
True. All right.
So fuck coal.
Fuck coal. Playing... Shit, did we do Conquistador yet?
Nope. No.
Conquistador, motherfucking Reptilian. did we get your upcoming gigs?
Zanies.
We're talking about
Maybe
Zanies?
Monday, yep. And then I'm doing a TV taping in Omaha on September 15th at KPAO Studios. So I'm going to be doing 24 minutes, and so I'm just working my 20 everywhere I can in the meantime.
Hell yeah.
First and foremost, let's get through Zanies, and then I'm going to start working on that.
That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
All right, so it is that time of the evening. Let's do. You want to do the speed round? Or you want to do the giveaway?
Hey, before we do what's in Dr. Flamboyant's head of the speed round, I have an announcement.
What's that?
What do you got, Krash?
All right, give me just 1 second. I would like to announce that coming soon is Draglistically Nothing, and we will have guest hosts Matthew Blevins, Andre Lamont Churchwell. And keep your eyes posted for an all-Nashville drag-based podcast where we will be showcasing the talent of our great and powerful Nashville drag queens. And
All right. Fuck yeah. Wiener power.
Sausage power. All right. Mr. Flamboyant, let's do
Your speed round?
Let's
No. What do you want?
Let's do what's the
We'll do with the band. We'll let Blevins read the question of the speed round.
Well, yeah.
Well, right now let's do the game show. Let's get that out of the way.
Is any comedians outside, or they all
They all left.
They all fucked up.
She really
gone?
didn't want a Pulp. We should have given her Pulp Fiction.
She really did want Pulp
She really did, man.
Her loss.
Oh, great.
It's like the third best Tarantino movie for sure, right?
Actually, man, I can't stop watching The Hateful Eight. Like every
That's a
opportunity
wonderful
I have to
film.
watch
Yeah.
The Hateful Eight, I am watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the cold of the snow that I just want to
good
be
cast.
But I mean, just like
It does have a good cast.
the dialogue alone is just insane. But you don't realize it. You don't realize it. It's just there's 2 scenes in the whole fucking movie: the stagecoach and the fucking Minnie's place.
Well, that's the thing. There's an extended version too.
On Netflix.
It's episodic, so it gives you kind of breaks in between. But it's a fantastic film. Jackie Brown is just criminally underrated to me. So
It is good, but it reminds me too much of Foxy Brown. Did y'all ever see Foxy Brown?
Foxy Brown, Coffee, all of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
The exploitation movies.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, From Dusk Till Dawn is a better film than Pulp Fiction is.
Man, the
but
screenwriting
He wrote that. He wrote that.
Not directed by
Robert
him, so-
Rodriguez did that though.
But-
I didn't know it was a vampire movie the first time I watched it.
See, and that's what sells it. It's so cool like
My
that.
favorite scene is Sex Machine when he opens his leg.
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini.
Savini.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, man, like growing up, Tom Savini was like an influence. Like him, Rick Baker. I mean, I'm probably talking out my ass. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but
No, I know who Tom Savini is. He's
Zombie
in a lot of
movies.
zombie
Tom
movies.
Savini, fucking Greg Nicotero.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Greg Nicotero still fucking doing
Carrying
it, man.
the torch.
Still doing it.
Yeah.
All right. What is
All right.
So now is the time to play What's Inside Dr. Flamboyant's Head. It is a guessing game. All you got to do is guess what's inside his head. We get a hint every time we go around the room. The first hint is...
It's an article of clothing.
Article of clothing. Mr. Blevins.
Panties.
No.
Brett.
Blouse.
No.
All right, going around to the band.
Sandals.
No.
What was the question?
It's an article of clothing.
Okay. Socks.
No.
Bra.
No.
that's good
See, I
answer.
wanted to, and I chickened out because there was women in the room, and the women left. So then, yeah. Drummer.
What was the question?
Article
Of clothing I'm thinking of. No. I feel bad.
All right, next question.
Well, it was shoe, and he said sandal.
Well, you still gave it up, so give it up
I
to
gave
him.
it up.
Give it up. All right, pass it on. Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction.
You sure? You got a choice.
Oh.
You got a choice.
Or you can take Pulp Fiction, or you can take what's in Dr. Flamboyant's pants.
Tantalizing. I've seen Pulp Fiction. I haven't seen what's in your pants.
Good answer. Damn, those are warm. Those are like seriously warm.
Right next to the nutsack, sir. Right next to the nutsack.
They're sealed.
Let's give him the movie anyway.
You get the movie because you don't want one card.
Infected him with your ball juice. All right. The next item in your head, Dr. Flamboyant, is...
I gotta write it first before I'm cheating, you know? It's a food.
It's a food. Mr. Blevins.
Is it Nashville hot chicken?
No.
See, I'm panting.
Brett.
Pussy.
No.
I was going to say that.
Krash, you want to guess?
Yeah, it's a catfish.
No.
Close to this.
Ribs.
No.
Oh.
Bread.
No.
Asshole.
No.
Hash browns?
No.
Good answer.
I like hash browns in my asshole.
All right, what's the next hint?
It's Italian food.
All right.
This is
Mr. Blevins.
What's up? Oh, lasagna.
No.
All right.
Brett.
Pizza pie.
Pizza.
Oh!
Good boys and role models are now yours.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then we got speed
He was
round.
born
We
when
got the
those
last
came out,
song,
so
guys.
he's excited.
Not right.
He's not. How old are you?
22.
All right.
Yeah.
So like when I booked him, the second picture he looked like he was in his 20s. The first fucking picture looked like he sent it to me when he was in 9th grade.
It was a really good picture, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, playing Tidal Waves of Anxiety. That's a great fucking title, by the way.
Reptilian.
Thank you very much.
So like, I'm about to suck y'all's dick right now because, man, you guys have really
Cut
fucking.
the camera.
You guys really fucking brought it. I mean, I've been waiting kind of the end to really kind of talk about it because I really wanted to listen to your set because I purposely don't listen to a lot of bands set because I want it to be, like, fresh. And you guys, man, sound so fucking tight, man. You guys have got a groove to you, and so, I don't know, man. I mean,
Well,
you guys
it's
are...
like also early 80s thrash. Like, it's nice to meet you, Dave Mustaine. Hello.
Well, not only that, but I mean, there's a groove to you guys, and you guys are solid. You guys are tight. It's just like one of those things where it's just like you guys are definitely top 5 of the bands that have been up here, if not like.
You guys really brought it tonight.
You guys really brought it.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, you guys sound really fucking tight.
Like,
and now, one of you guys have got to put one of you guys on the spot for the speed round. We have 25 questions that you answer in 90 seconds. Only one band has been able to do it so far. And I think it was with Mr. Matthew Blevins, by the way. Chris?
He's a good reader of the
Chris, yeah. Guitar 2.
All right, so
he's too
guitar
funny for
2.
his own good. This is not. I'm intimidated. Okay, are we?
Most of them are going to be yes or no. You know,
All right.
So I got 1 minute, 30 seconds on the clock, starting in 3, 2, 1.
What is your weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse?
Axe.
Remove one person from the earth. Who is it?
Elon Musk.
How much money to cuddle naked with Danny DeVito?
$300.
What superpower would you want?
Seeing through walls.
Would you rather do 5 years in prison or 20 years in a coma?
5 years in prison.
Would you sell your soul to the devil for a record deal?
Yeah.
To auto-tune or not to auto-tune?
I don't care.
Have you ever stolen a riff?
No.
How many chickens would it take to kill a human?
2.
Would you rather be in a robot or a zombie apocalypse?
Robot.
What song would you choose to play every time you enter a room?
Break stuff.
If you walked in on your wife with another woman, join in or get mad?
Join in.
Is your time truly wasted if you enjoy wasting it?
No.
Would you rather anyone to read your mind or see your search history?
See my search history.
Lose your sight or lose your hearing?
Sight.
Have you ever been tempted to smack a person while talking to them?
Yes.
Would you rather have a third nipple or a third ball?
Third ball.
Is Black Sabbath in your top 5?
No.
Would you help a bandmate hide a body?
Yes.
Be played in a movie by actors Danny DeVito or Danny Trejo?
Danny Trejo.
Have you ever masturbated at work?
No.
What's your favorite horror movie?
The Purge.
What celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Fuck.
Go ahead.
I want to hear it.
Betty White.
You know, I actually killed Betty White.
Oh, shit. That's almost all of them.
Almost.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We had many comedians on tonight, as well as a fantastic fucking band. And playing us out with their last few songs, motherfucking Reptilian.
The song is called Animal.
I would rather die with every human being than live with whatever the fuck you are. Animal.
hatred. Thank you guys so much for having us. It's been fucking amazing. Thank you to all the comedians. We are Reptilian. You can follow us at Reptilian_band. Come to the basement on September 30th.
Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing. Deliciously nothing.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.